I want to talk to you about confidence, about becoming a confident person. I find that is just a big need in the life of many people. They just lack the confidence to do what they want to do, to sometimes do what they should do. And so they come to me and they ask me, how do I become a more confident person? And I would like to share with you quickly 3 ways that you could begin to build into your self-confidence that will allow you to go to a level that a lack of confidence will hold you back and keep you from achieving. The first thing I would share with you is this, that if you want to be a confident person, you have to take action. Confidence is a result of doing something. And so many times people cheat themselves because they lack that confidence, so they don't do what they should do, only to leave saying, I wish I would have done that. I can remember when I was in my 20s, I went to a meeting with leaders that were older than I, wiser, bigger, better, faster. What was I, 27? They probably averaged 45, 50. And I was overwhelmed by the fact that I was truly, not trying to be humble, I was truly the least in the room. And I could have learned so much from them. In fact, they gave times for us to ask questions, and I held back. And I didn't ask questions, and I left that meeting, and I really realized how I cheated myself. And I determined that I would never let that happen again. Now, why didn't I ask the question? Because I lacked the confidence. I thought, well, it's probably a silly question to them. They probably answered that question 1,000 times. They'll look at me and say, wow, he doesn't know very much. And I determined that day that regardless of how intimidated I was going to become, I was never going to cheat myself again. And that I was always going to ask the question, even though I figured it may be a real stupid question. What was I doing with my confidence? I was making a determination to take action on something that I didn't feel comfortable with. And trust me, I did. I never broke that promise to myself, and today I can look back at many times where I just went ahead and did it. I didn't feel comfortable, but I went ahead and did it. And each time I took action, it began to give me confidence. The second thing that I have done to build my confidence is to share with others and help them. One of the things I found is that you begin to feel better about yourself when you help other people get better. And so therefore, there's a confidence booster in making yourself invaluable to others because you're always adding value to them. And so I grew my confidence not only in taking actions on things that I perhaps was intimidated with, but I, quote, did it anyway. I grew my confidence by the fact that I began to meet people's needs. And because I met their needs, I began to be valued, and I began to have influence with those people. And all of that process helped me to become a more confident person. The third thing that I did is I spent time with confident people. There is no security like being with secure people. You know it. You know it when you're with them. You know it when you're not with them. You can feel it in the room. A lot of my leadership has been based on the fact that I provide a lot of security for people. They just know. If they hook up with me, if they read my book, if they kind of follow me, if they listen to my lesson, they're going to get better. And that security helps them to become more secure and confident themselves. That's exactly what I did as a young leader. I found people that were confident, and I hung with them. I watched them. I asked them questions. I learned from them. But more than anything else, I immersed myself in the environment of a confident person because confidence is caught. I've watched it happen many times. A team maybe is behind in a game, and all of a sudden they get on a run, and they, quote, start playing over their head, and they begin to build momentum, and they get on a roll, and they start scoring points. And you can just watch in the behavior, the attitude, the actions, the facial expressions of the players, that they're just feeling better about themselves as the game goes on. It's contagious. Get around a person that's secure, and you'll become more secure. Get around a person that's got confidence, and you'll begin to gain more confidence. Because secure, confident people want you to be confident also. The only people that don't want you to be confident in life are insecure people. They always want you to be off balance so they can have the advantage. So I want to encourage you, hang around some confident people, get in that environment and immerse yourself in it, add value to people, and take action on things that you fear. And you'll begin to build your confidence.
Everything you know about leadership is from the Bible too. Yeah. It is. Oh, this is so huge. I said, you know, you're good people. You just don't have a clue. But you're good people. You're good people. You're good people. I said, let me explain it to you. I said, any of you in the audience, give me any leadership principle that you just really love, that you just have bought into, that you practice. Just give me the leadership principle, and I'll tell you exactly where you can find that in the Bible. And they started giving me this. And I said, oh, yes, that reminds me of the story here and there. And then after a while, they just kind of like, oh, they got real quiet. Now, this is incredible. I'm talking about connecting with people. So in Developing Leader 2.0, one of the chapters I have in it is on serving people. And so I'm going to give you these 5 things that I really work on in serving. Number 1 is I don't rely on my position or title. Okay? I don't rely on it. Jesus said, you don't want to rely on those things. In fact, when I'm speaking in a convention many times in the green room, they'll come in with my bio and they'll say, now this is what we're going to introduce you with and the whole deal. And I'll say, do you really have to do that? It changed my life about adding value to people and serving people, because sometimes when people say, well, I don't know if I could do that. I don't even know if I have those kind of, listen to me. The moment that we really have a desire to add value to other people, our whole life will begin to change. And so if 2019 is going to be the year that we really want to make it, I'm going to share with you right now 5 things I do every day. And I want you to do them every day in this year. And I will promise you, your life is about to incredibly change. And all 5 of these things I'm going to give you right now, you can do them. These aren't hard, these aren't complicated. So look at your neighbor you're sitting beside and say to them, even you can do this, okay? Tell me, even you can do this, okay? All right, here we go. Every day, number 1, every day I value people. And that's the foundation of everything we're talking about. If I don't value people, I'll never add value to them. I'll manipulate them, I'll do all kind of bad things. But it all begins with valuing people. Does that make sense to you? So every day I value people. By the way, that's Jesus-like. That's what Jesus, if you say I want to be Christ-like, just value people. Every day I value people. Number 2, every day I think of ways to add value to people. In other words, I'll look at my schedule in the morning, and I'll say where I'm going to go, who I'm going to see perhaps, and I'll say, okay, what can I do to add value to those people? I think of ways to add value to people. Number 3, every day I look for ways to add value to people. So that when I'm with you, I'm looking for something. What can I do for right now? What can I do for them that would add value to them? So every day I value people. Think of ways to add value to people. Look for ways to add value to people. Number 4, every day I do things that value people. Every day. In fact, at the end of the day, the last thing I do every evening is I do a 10-minute inventory of my day. And one of the questions I ask is, who did I add value to today? Who did I serve today? Okay? Every day. Every day. I value people. Think of ways to add value to people. Look for ways to add value to people. Do things that add value to people. And number 5, I encourage others to add value to people. I do those 5 things every day. And I'm just telling you, if you'll just do those 5 things every day in 2019, and every one of you can do that. If you'll just do those 5 things every day, 2019 will be unbelievable to you. So you got them written down, don't you? And on all the campuses, you got it written down, because I'm going to have you all stand. And here and all the campuses, I'm going to have you stand. And while you're standing, pastors, you can come up to the front, because when we're done with this little 1-minute exercise, it's yours. But let's all stand right here, and what we're going to do is we're going to repeat those 5 things, okay? We're going to repeat those 5 things that we're going to do, okay? Are you ready? Huh? And now I'm going to find out who took notes. See, okay, are you ready? Okay. Every day I value people. Every day I think of ways to add value to people. Every day I look for ways to add value to people. Every day I do things that add value to people. And every day I encourage others to add value to people.